hoping it will be warmer in his car. But if he has a car, it is nowhere nearby. They walk east on Jiangguomenwai for a long time, late-night traffic dwindling on the boulevard, the occasional bikers drifting past them like ghosts in the dark of the cycle lane. All the time he talks to her, like he has known her for years, about some new restaurant in Chongwen district, a hat he bought in Wangfujing. He is easy company, but she wishes they could reach his car soon. The digital display on the clock on the far corner of Dongdoqiao Road, above the Beijing Yanbao Auto BMW franchise, shows 1/4 past midnight. It flashes, alternately, a temperature reading of -2. The lights go out in Sammy's cafe, which claims to be the place in Beijing where East eats West. The last burger-chomping patrons have long gone, probably on the last subway train at 11:40. The gates of the Beijing subway are drawn now and padlocked, the ticket hall beyond brooding in silent darkness. The sidewalk is deserted here, shutters drawn on supermarket windows, a newsstand battened down for the night. Gold characters on red hoardings reflect light from distant street lamps. Xiushui Market, Silk Street. A gaping black hole leading to a narrow alleyway where stallholders closed up for the night hours ago. To her surprise, they turn into the tiny market street and are swallowed up immediately by its darkness. She hesitates, but his grip on her arm only tightens, and her surprise turns to alarm. She wants to know where they are going. Where is his car? He has no car, he tells her, and he cannot take her home. Here they will not be disturbed. She protests. It is too cold. He promises to keep her warm, and perhaps another 100 yuan. She is slightly mollified, and reluctantly allows him to lead her deeper into the alley. Here in the day, thousands of people clamour and haggle for bargains, stallholders shouting and spitting and throwing the dregs of cold green tea across the flagstones. She has been here many times, but never seen it like this. Cold, deserted, shuttered up. Above the stalls on the east side, the lights of apartment buildings seem to plunge the alley into even deeper gloom. On the west side, 3-story luxury apartment blocks lie empty, as yet unsold. She glances back. The lights of the boulevard seem a long way away. Up ahead, the street lamps lining the road outside the US Embassy visa office seem feeble, devoured by the night. Her eyes are adapting now. She can make out signs for silk carpets, freshwater pearls, cloisonné, seal carving. She wishes she were somewhere else, fulfilling the fantasies of the man at the reception desk, perhaps, in some warm hotel room. They are almost at the far end of the alley when he propels her into an opening, and she feels the freezing cold of metal gates pressing up against her back. She feels his breath on her neck, lips grazing her skin, and she tenses for the inevitable. It never gets any easier. But he steps back and says she should relax. He takes a pack of Russian cheroots from his coat pocket, and his lighter flares briefly in the dark. She fumbles in her purse for her cigarettes, and he lights one for her. She is still shivering from the cold, but less scared now. He leans against the wall, talking about the demolition in the north of the city and the new apartment blocks they are building there. He blows smoke into the air and watches it drift past a banner forbidding smoking. He asks her where she lives and if she has a day job, and she tells him about the antiques stall at Panjiayuan and about her mother, and has no inkling of the contempt he has for her. She thinks his smile reflects his interest. She thinks his eyes are kind. She finishes her cigarette, and he tosses his cheroot into the darkness. Embers scatter as it hits the ground. He steps closer, a hand slipping into the warmth beneath her jacket, his hand searching for small breasts pushed up into fullness by the wonder bra sent by God for Chinese women. Hot breath on her face. She can smell the bitter smoke of his cheroot.